Blood transports oxygen around the body. In sickle cell disorder, blood cells develop abnormally, assuming the shape of a sickle. These cells are unable to carry enough oxygen and may also block blood vessels. About 40% of the population are carriers of the sickle cell trait, which means they don't have the disease. But when two carriers get married, they have a 1 in 4 chance of giving birth to a child with the disorder, which comes with different manifestations such as pain, leg ulcers, and stroke.
An easy, simple intervention is making sure every child is properly diagnosed and you prevent, and everybody who has the severe disease can be exposed to hydroxyurea therapy.
There's a special ultrasound scan called the transcranial Doppler. So the transcranial Doppler enables us to view the blood vessels in the brain and tells us the ones that are at risk of having a stroke. So then we can prevent it.
The most permanent cure for sickle cell disease, bone marrow transplant, has had great results, especially in children. When the Mohammed family found out that their first son had sickle cell disorder, they resolved to get a transplant.
It was the younger sister that donated the bone marrow for him, and thank God, it was successful.
Although he was only 8 years old at the time of the transplant, Mohammed knows the difference.
I would have chest pains, leg pains, different body pains, but now I hardly see pain except from small injuries.
So do his parents.
And unlike those days that sometimes maybe if there's a change in weather, we'll say, okay, stay back, all those things. Apart from that, academically, he's still doing very well.
After the procedure, little Mohammed had to take all his childhood immunizations again. The changes in his body had wiped all traces of the old vaccinations. Now 13, Mohammed is just like any other child and his genotype reads AS. But in his DNA is the SS gene, a fact he must consider in the future if he plans to marry and have children. The family traveled to Rome because the procedure could not be performed in Nigeria. But now there's hope that in the near future, Nigerians will not have to travel for a transplant.
The unit is ready. We're trying to develop our donor registry. Medications are being procured. One of the protocols is that you will use total body irradiation for the recipient. As if everything was working for the program, the federal government just installed the new center in Louth.
Not everybody gets a match. Still, prevention and timely treatment of illnesses are the most widely acceptable methods which can cater for most people living with the disorder and see them living to a ripe old age. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.